So, tell me how you're doing. Are you falling into the trap of the all the fear mongering that's happening around here? It's so crazy. Anyway, welcome. I am Angela Bloha, and this is your forecast for the week of March 10th through the 16th. Here is my cosmic warning for the week, for the entire week, actually, the month of March. Do not, I repeat, do not engage in the superficial consciousness of the human race. No. It is bizarre in there, so just don't even go there. And if you're in there, get the heck out. Because it's like all fear mongering and harmful to humanity. Because it reminds you of all the atrocities that have ever happened throughout the entire existence of humanity. So do not fall into the consciousness of humanity. It's terrible in there. Okay, onto your forecast. Tuesday, March 10th, today. Woo! So if you move beyond the insanity and the extreme fear of human consciousness, you will find a very pleasant and joyous, happy sense of balance in the air. So the energies align in there to bring in these feelings so that we will notice the confidence that came in last week is super strong today. But let's just take a minute. And as a mass consciousness of sanity, which is what we are, let's create a code of truth, calmness, and integrity into the superficial consciousness of humanity so that we literally stop with the ridiculous fear mongering. All right, so we're going to that's the code, right? We're creating the code, and now we're going to just intend that it spreads throughout the entire consciousness of the human race. Take a deep breath. All right, now that feels much better, yeah? Also today, there's a lot of this feminine, beautiful feminine, divine feminine energy in the cosmic field, and it will push you to break through anything that is holding you back. Fear, for example, it will push you through the fear so that it stops holding you back. But when we push through something generally, it can create many feelings, right? Because we're changing the codes of the mental body, the physical body, and the emotional body. When we push through something, we change our coding. So let yourself cry in the car or the bathroom. It's okay. It's all good. And also let this be a pressure release. Like you're just releasing the buildup of the emotional energy. Because I'm sure that you can sense that divine presence that's around today. Like it's very pure, like it has this beautiful pureness to it. There is also a strong desire to serve that always comes with that sort of divine feminine kind of energy. Don't do it. Because of all the fear in the consciousness right now and the panic, you may do more harm than good, basically, because no one is listening. No one is listening to sanity because their egos are all about being stuck in panic. So instead, serve yourself today. Serve that divine feminine energy let it grow, right? Let it grow within you and just ooze it out into your home, your family, your business, your career, people that you meet. Okay, moving on to Wednesday, March 11th. So if you have been looking to be recognized or seen, Wednesday is the day. Every tiny thing that you do, the words that you use, and the actions that you take on Wednesday will set you up to be seen. Now, you may not be seen exactly tomorrow, but it sets you up for tomorrow and the future. Okay, so these last few weeks, like you've been working really hard to see the big picture, to see your big picture. All of this will come through and be very, very clear on Wednesday. Like there will be extreme clarity. Again, stay out of the mass human consciousness, as they are still all cray cray about whatever they're crazy about, and it's filled with anxiety in there. So don't get sucked into that whole cosmic field. But allow yourself to be very, very clear on Wednesday. Okay, Thursday, March 12th, do anything new, right? So Wednesday you have clarity. Thursday is about action steps that are new, because if you have an extreme clarity, you can't take old action steps to create that. You have to take a new action step. So in the newness, see what is true. This is super, super important. What's the truth in your clarity? Your desires to look deeper will strengthen. You will want to find unexpected information because it's literally calling you. This is where this shift in conscious evolution this ascension process, these kinds of times where the masses are all in crazy anxiety and fear, those of us who came here for this shift and are very conscious about what's true, like these are the times. Like Thursday is like the prime day for the information to be released, or starting to be like you're being called to the information of the new, right? We're creating newness now. We're like in this period of newness for this month and part of April, right? So you may not take what is given to you as the truth. This is a blessing. Don't take those things as truth, because you are really wanting to know what is happening. Like the real truth, not the cover-up stories. You're digging for the extreme truths. So you may be surprised at what you discover, right? But then don't hold on to this truth that you've uncovered, right? Spread it to the ends of the world. Put it out there into the consciousness through your words or the language that you use, the sounds that you use, whatever it is that you're masterful in. Put it out there. Just remember to keep yourself in control, because with newness, these big, amazing ahas that we get, we just want to like share it with the world, right? But if the world's not quite ready to hear it, there's a bounce back that comes, and it's like, and you get kind of frustrated, like sometimes the truths have so much shock to them that we tend to get upset. And humanity gets upset because it's like they've been, like they've trusted in something, and now they know the truth, and now they have like despair. And there's anger that will be floating around, I'm pretty sure. So check in on those emotions and make them useful, not harmful. Make your emotions useful on Thursday, not harmful. All right, Friday, March 13th. Woo, Friday the 13th. If my dad was still here, he'd be like in glory, because he loved Friday the 13th. Superstitions are abound on this day. Humanity has created many horrific events on Fridays and on the 13th of months. Keep in mind, it is humanity that has created these horrible experiences, not the cosmos. In fact, you can find many biblical stories dating all the way back to Adam and Eve, which suggested that Eve gave Adam the poisoned apple on a Friday. Which, how do we even know that, since time wasn't even created then? Just ridiculous superstitions. Anyway, keep in mind, superstitions are made and broken by humanity. So it's very important to look at your patterns, your beliefs that have some sort of grounding in superstitions on Friday. We have many beliefs that stem from this nonsense. For example, if you break a mirror, you have 7 years bad luck. My mother always told me that one. Don't break that mirror. Or saying, God bless you after someone sneezes. Yeah, it's a superstition. This came from the belief that you expel spirits or evil spirits when you sneeze. It actually originated in the 6th century when one of the first symptoms of a pestilence was excessive sneezing, which followed by death. Did you know that? I didn't know that. It was crazy. Anyway, Friday is all about looking at those belief systems that are grounded in superstition. Kind of walk away from those belief systems because they really aren't true. All right, Saturday, March 14th. Let things flow on Saturday. Don't keep emotions, ideas, thoughts, beliefs secretly locked up inside of you. Do not do that on Saturday. You just let them flow. Either speak or write it down, because the more you let these things fester in you on Saturday, the more miserable you will become. Conscious or unconscious secrets, either way, they're going to fester and you're going to be like, ugh, I can't do this anymore. So in the cosmos, there is like this treasure box of energy. And it is actually an ancient trap being brought up into the consciousness of Earth to be revealed. But it will most likely be missed because of all the fear that's happening in the consciousness, and people just really are not paying attention. So this box has held ancient secrets since the beginning of this universal existence. And some of the truths are so big, that we have so much fear right now in the energies that they'll most likely be swept under the rug. This is the problem that we're facing right now. Honestly, the conscious people of the universe, we are facing this problem because no one is listening. They're all actually, the installment of fear and the feeding of it is being focused on rather than the evolution and our truths. It's actually the most well planned out event of the ego and its contributors, because it keeps humans distracted. It's brilliant. This is literally how human atrocities get created, is because we get all the ego stirring kinds of humans caught up into the fears, and the truths get hidden, continue to get hidden. So on Saturday, let your truths let them fly. Literally, just let everything that comes into you fly out. That's really super important on Saturday. Sunday, March 15th. You should be able to see more clearly on Sunday. So those passions that you've been working on, they're taking a firm stance and identifying the nature of how you will execute them into reality. So Sunday is really about being clear. And if you're actually tapping into the truths that are revealed on Saturday, there is a clarity to be had. And it is the conscious ones, you and me, who will change the world and all the corruption with the clarity that we receive through those big truths that are being revealed on Saturday. And you're going to be clear about them on Sunday. They could be small ones, they could be personal ones, they could be, like worldly, universal. Doesn't really matter. It's just really what you're comfortable in tapping into. Don't have any worry about this. You're going to get exactly what you came here for. The clarity of that you came here for. All right, moving on to Monday, March 16th. This is a super day for intuition. So if you love your emotions and you understand your emotional body, this is particularly important because of your emotional intuitiveness, your emotional intelligence. Monday is a very emotionally intuitive kind of day. So you may find that understanding your emotions is easy on Monday. And if you use your ability to follow your knowings, those gut feelings that you get, those instant knowings, those visions, then those are the pathways to understanding your emotional intelligence. You will be drawn to anything that offers a different perspective or a different conscious level. Just let yourself flow with that. Again, follow these intuitive hits and use them in your life. Write down what you get, right? Everything that you receive on Monday, write everything down, remember them, and apply them to your life. That is the future of who you are. So, I would like to also draw your attention to the Goddess Code Retreat. So, this is being held in Sedona in June. And if you're being called to make connections, this is super important in our moving forward with consciousness and the ascension, because we are not here to do it alone, which is why, humanity has a mass consciousness that's filled with fear right now. We also need to create a consciousness that's filled with intuitive knowings and truth and confidence. So then I ask you to join us. As always, I hope you have an amazing, amazing week. This is Angela Blaha signing off from the cosmos. Stay sane, everyone.